So, does the temperature control or temperature protection, whatever you want to call it, the temperature regulation work on the XPRO M80 Plus by SMOK Tech? So, let's get to the bottom of this with a cotton burn test. Just to show you guys what's supposed to happen with cotton, I got my authentic DNA 40 right here. We got a nickel build on top. This is just some twisted nickel. Nothing too fancy. Alright, we got her set for 460 degrees, and I'll just turn it all the way up to 40 watts just to show you guys. I mean, of course it's gonna kick in the temperature protection because there's no liquid on this, but alright, we're firing. And I see a little stream of smoke coming off. Not smoke necessarily, but probably just a tiny bit of vapor or e-liquid that was left over. But that's staying around 460. I mean, you can see we got nothing going on here. Let's just pull this through. So, tiny bit of brown spot, and that actually is probably just dirt that was on the coil. So, I mean, we all know that if it wasn't working properly, that would have toasted that cotton. So, let's put her on the M80, see what happens. I've honestly never even used this at all. This is like the whole reason I got this, was to see if temperature protection worked. And I'm videotaping it live. I mean, I don't know if you would call it live, but it's live for me. Well, geez, I can tell you one thing for sure. This 510 sure is shallow. Look at that gap. This is tight. Like, I might be able to screw it on a little bit more, but anyway. Alright, I already turned this baby in temperature mode. I'm starting off at 350 because I feel like that's a reasonable place to start, and then we can go up from there. But 350 absolutely should not brown your cotton. One thing to consider, because I know people who know the DNA 40 really well, is I was just firing the coil, so it might be a tiny bit warm still, so it might be reading the resistance a tiny bit off, but I mean, it's not warm to touch, I can tell you that. So let's see where it reads this resistance at. 0.15, yeah, that's like exactly right. Okay. So here we go, let's fire it and see what happens. Let's get this out of the way so you can sort of see this. Here, I'll do it this way so you can read the screen too. Ooh, I don't know if I can get this all in here, but here we go. Firing. I don't know what's going on. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I probably should stop firing it. Alright. Does that look like 350 degrees to you? I don't think so. I have a feeling that's a little bit warmer than 350. Should I try turning this up? I feel like that's pretty clear. I mean, this is a proper nickel coil. Everything's set up right. I mean, let's it's firing. Says it's at 24. Says it's at 24. But look at that. It's still getting hotter. It's still getting hotter, I can tell. I mean, something. Like, let's try turning this down. Let's try turning the temperature down to 200 and see what happens. Set for 200. Hey, it's not glowing. Let's load up some cotton and see what happens. Just cutting some cotton real quick to put in here. I mean, maybe the temperature's way off. Alright, it's set for 200. We got some fresh cotton in here. Alright, let's see. I'm firing it right now. I'm firing it. It's putting off quite a bit of smoke at 200. Oh yeah, it's toasting it. That's the lowest temperature setting. Oh, yeah. I mean, all these people who say the temperature protection is working, I think that theirs is just feeding the liquid okay, and they don't have a use for temperature protection. Alright, I'm firing it right now. I can see it glowing just a little bit. It says it's 174. Yeah. Alright guys, it's pretty clear. The SMOK M80 Pro does not have any type of temperature regulation at all.